For the low price of $20. I need it for my nutrients.
Listen, so Lucas Wayne is from Illinois, and he's always trying to leave, and one thing that he thinks about, like he'll be like, I need gas, I need whatever, he says, where can I get LA? Like he literally walked up to somebody before he left and said, do you know where I can get a supply of LA? And everybody's just like, yeah, you fucking weirdo. Like any gas station you go to, you can get a supply.
Stores.
Yeah, it's like you can like get it out of this fountain over here if you wanted it. Like, what are you talking about? And but he's always just like, we're gonna get in LA. So
Also, any Cracker Barrel
yes,
In the world.
in the freaking world.
really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You can get mimosas with LA in them and be in Japan apparently.
Ain't that wild? You can get shithouse
You
drunk
said
at a
it
Cracker
in the
Barrel now. How fun is that? I have been to a Cracker Barrel shithouse drunk, but I've never gotten drunk at a Cracker Barrel.
Laidback loves it.
Yet.
Yeah.
Laidback.
Thanks, Daniel.
That's Laidback Country Picker and Honey's Move. They go to Cracker Barrels and drink mimosas and beers.
Well, I've heard that they don't even really exist. They're like ghosts,
Technically, they're in the
phenoms,
Matrix.
wizards.
Yeah. Nobody's seen them, but they all know about them.
Man, I'm getting chills.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome to the What the Shuck podcast. This is our last guest. We have Cody Lee Meece that's going to be with us. I'm super excited to talk to him a little bit about some of his music he has coming up. He just released an EP with some of his fun and incredible music. And also he has some great stuff coming up with some festivals and just some shows. But we'll let him take over a little bit. But Cody Lee Meece is about to melt your all's face off, so let's go.
Yeah. Don't believe the hype. So I never know what to, even when we play full band, I never know what the hell to play, so we don't make set lists. So if you don't like this set list, you have Scott Spencer to blame, and Aaron Boyd, and Daniel Stroud. And Scott wanted to hear this one. This is a song I kind of wrote for myself. And I don't care to be totally transparent. I've been super cantankerous my whole life, and there's a lot of times I've kind of pushed myself to be by myself in this self-destructive whirlwind. And I wound up doing that one night at home, and I was in the basement by myself, and I wrote this song just for me, and I didn't think anybody would like it. And then I let Scott hear it, and Daniel, and LG, my manager, and a couple days later, they're like, man, I got that song in my head. I was like, what song? That Cocaine and Wine. I was like, really? That song? Huh. Anyway, it's called Cocaine and Wine. Cocaine and wine, do what I need you to. 'Cause I'm withered from storms this old world's put me through. I never was one to swim, so in shallows I stay. I can't tell if you're helping or if you're the reason I'm feeling this way. I do the average man's worst whenever I try my best, and I'm blessed as a curse that hurts all the rest. And now the chief stands alone with his head in his hands, and nothing to blame but the small bit of ground where the poor bastard stands. I don't want your pity for my faults, your reminders I can change. I've been pulling hard on these bootstraps all my life. Knock the dust off of my body just to give it one more try and be the living definition of being insane. On the day that I die, I'll let the crow sing my song. 'Cause after all, it was him that helped me along. As he laughed me to sleep, and the sun hit my face, I fell to the floor, 'cause for me there's no more familiar place. Clock hands and time, what a pure thing to waste. And like a bottle run dry, yeah, I remember the taste when my sand glass is empty and my world race is run. Come on, friend, listen, just get to digging, no need to say much. I don't want your pity for my faults, your reminders I can change. I've been pulling hard on these bootstraps all my life. Knock the dust off of my body, just give it one more try, and be the living definition of being insane. Your pity for my faults, your reminders I can change. I've been pulling hard on these bootstraps all my life. Knock the dust off of my body, just to give it that good old college try, and be the living definition of being insane. So cocaine and wine, do what I need you to, because I'm weathered from storms this old world's put me through. I never was one to swim, so in the shallows I stay. I can't tell if you're helping or if you're the reason I'm feeling this way. I can't tell if you're helping or if it's the seasons that make me feel this way. Hey, thank you.
So I've been trying to hunt you down to get you on the podcast.
Hard man to catch, man.
Yeah, this man.
Unless you're the law, apparently. Who knew?
But I'm a huge fan, and I'm assuming since the room is pretty packed at this moment that a lot of these people are pretty big fans of you as well. So I woke up at Shindig, and hopefully I'm not tattling on you, but
Probably.
but I woke up and it was like 7, and Cody a.m. Cody was having a good time, and was like, I'm about to go to bed, and we were sitting there, and this boat goes by. He looks at us and he goes, you know, I'm not scared of a lot. He goes, but have you all ever gotten on YouTube and watched like 90 videos of huge boats sinking? I was like, that's oddly specific.
So what happened was, I was on YouTube one day.
Large.
I've never really been afraid of much of anything, and not out of bravery, but probably out of stupidity. And I was on YouTube one day, and I'm scrolling, and the algorithm feeds me this video of this cruise ship sinking in the ocean. And I was like, shit, I'll watch it, you know. And I started watching, and I just got this like creepy feeling up my spine, and I was like, man, that's fucking weird. So I watched another one, and I just kept watching them, thinking it would go away, and it never did. And I was like, well, fuck, man, I guess I got a phobia of boats, you know. You know, it's kind of weird. What a weird phobia to have, like of all things.
But have you been on boats since then?
No, sir. Well, I mean fishing, but just the little ones and close to shore.
So as long as it's not in the middle of the Ohio and you got like a big boat of oil or something.
I do not fuck with open water.
What if it was like a barge full of guitars that needed to get?
I hope they get where they're going.
What if it had to be delivered like stat and the only person that can get there is Cody Lee Meece while he's like playing guitar on like the front of it like Rose and Jack on the Titanic?
You're not selling it to me.
All right,
No way.
Well, I might not be able to sell that moment to you, but I'm sure you're going to be able to sell this music. So let's hear another song from you, brother.
All right, I haven't played this one that much at all. You know, Aaron Boyd says he wrote this because he has it on his phone, but that does sound like some shit Aaron Boyd would say. But it's another one of those songs that I think about anybody would want to hear. But anyway, it's called Maybe This Time. I'd sacrifice myself, not knowing that it's selfish. Maybe I get help, but I don't know what help is. I only hurt your heart every time I held it. Maybe this time I wrecked our love to hell with all my living reckless, with a rope around my neck, just pretending it's a necklace. You screamed for me to let it go, and like a fool I held it. Maybe this time, yeah, maybe this time my fuck up tank is empty from stepping on your heart. Like every chance you give me when doing right from the start was all you ever did me. And I love to say I've tried, but every time it hits me, yeah, maybe this time finally I'll be better, and hope that you believe it. Better late than never. I know you heard it all before, but I mean it more than ever. I've made a mess of a mountain to climb. Yeah, but maybe this time all your faith in yesterdays by saying sorry. If I could take it back, you know I'd beg, I'd borrow everything these hands could hold and load like no tomorrow. Maybe this time, and I never should have asked you for your hand like I deserve, even half a quarter of the woman that you were. When all I've ever brought to you was pain and hate and hurt. Maybe this time, yeah, maybe this time my fuck up tank is empty from stepping on your heart. Like every chance you give me when doing right from the start was all you ever did me. And I'd love to say I've tried, but every time it hits me, yeah, maybe this time finally I'll be better, and hope that you believe in. Better late than never. I know you heard it all before, but I mean it more than ever. I've made a mess of a mountain to climb. Yeah, but maybe this time. Yeah, now every good chance that I ever had, I might as well just thrown it away. But I can't say I take a single one of them back, 'cause I'm so thankful for the day. And still at night I know you'll lay down and pray that maybe this time my fuck-up tank is empty from stepping on your heart. Like every chance you give me when doing right from the start was all you ever did me. And I'd love to say I've tried every time it hits me. Yeah, maybe this time finally I'll be better and hope that you believe in better late than never. I know you heard it all before, but I mean it more than ever. I've made a mess of a mountain to climb. Oh, I've made a mess of a mountain this time. Oh, I've made a mess of a mountain to climb, but made this time. Thank you.
So I don't know if you were in here earlier, but I actually called you the White Prince. I don't know if you like that or not, but
I've been called a lot worse.
When you play with your full band, I don't know, it's just like I get those vibes. I'm like, this dude's just like a great performer, and he's like got soul, and he's got great lyrics. So walk us through a little. Obviously, White Prince might not be true, but walk us through who some of your influences are and some of the people that made you want to make music.
Man, a lot of that goes way back. My real first love with music was thanks to the White Stripes. In high school, I was the only kid that was into the White Stripes at all. I owned every album. I had skin-tight red jeans and black t-shirts. Like, I was a fan. And so through the White Stripes, I found, they were covering like Blind Lemon Jefferson songs and stuff like this, and Blind Willie McTell and, Sun House and all this cool shit, man, all this old blues music, 20s, 30s. And I started just getting really heavy into that shit, and so that was my first big influence, really. And so, I mean, as far as what shapes me now, I mean, Stevie Ray, Waylon Jennings, Townes Van Zandt, Blaze Foley, it goes on. Jim Croce's one of my biggest influences. I don't know, man, it's really hard to name them all. How much time we got?
I mean, you got 2 more songs, so if you don't want to just talk about that instead of your songs.
I can talk instead of play? I didn't know that was an option. Yeah, man, I don't know. Life is something else. What was the other one, Daniel? Oh, yeah, that was Suzanne. Here's another one, man. I didn't think anybody would like it. Well, I've learned that, I can't judge it.
It's up to you, man.
This is called Susanna, and it's kind of a nod to Guy Clark's wife, Susanna. And it also just fit the song really well, so, yeah. About Texas and dancing in the rain. Without you I don't want to go. It just don't seem to please my soul. It'd just be a wasting shame. So just forget old Colorado and them spaghetti western skies. I'll just drag my 'cause all this me alone, it just makes me wanna die. Oh, Susanna, can't you hear me? I'm calling on the phone, but you ain't picking up, and it makes me think you ain't alone. Susanna, I'm just begging you that I'm wrong. On my way back through Missouri, by way of Oklahoma, got some stops I gotta make, got some shots I gotta take, and I gotta take them on my own. Then it's back home to Kentucky, so I can go back to Cussing Hills. Them flatlands call me to roam, running's all I've make me wanna come home still. Oh, Susanna, can't you hear me? I'm calling on the phone, but you ain't picking up, and it makes me think you ain't alone. Susanna, I'm just begging you that I'm wrong. Oh, Susanna, can't you hear me? I'm calling on the phone, but you ain't picking up, and it makes me think you ain't alone. Susanna, I'm just begging you that I'm wrong, that I'm wrong. Hey, thank you. That's too nice. You know what they say about feeding stray dogs, you never get rid of them. But sleeping dogs are alright. I got it.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up, bro?
I'm just kind of hanging out, man. Trying to figure out what all these people are doing.
Well, they're here listening to you, man.
Oh, man.
They like what you're putting down. We're picking up what you're putting down. It's
Well, that's
not
good, 'cause
litter.
I can't really bend over to pick nothing up right now.
Well, that's not good.
I blew my back out on Monday.
Well, how'd you do it?
Put my pants on. Shit you not. Had a wild weekend, no problems. Monday rolls around, I get up, I go to put my britches on, get them to about my knee. It's like somebody hit me in the back with a hammer, and I fell on the couch, and all I could say was, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Sounds like a new song.
Man, let's go.
But sounds like you need to be doing some calisthenics, some yoga. What's up, man? What's up with that?
I get it, I'm out of shape.
I didn't say that. You said that. But I mean, do you think that you're going to be able to keep playing music if you're doing stuff like that?
I'll do my doctor.
What?
I don't know, of course. I mean, I have to.
You're gonna like lay on the floor and be like,
Probably.
"Hey, what's up? Cody Lee Meece is in the poor excuses. I'm the poor excuse here."
Always.
I love you, man.
Love you back.
We got one more song from you. This has been incredible. After this, we do have one more act that's going to be playing. Maddie Guns showed up, so
Oh,
she's gonna be
hell
playing.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
But this won't be recorded on the What the Shuck podcast. She's been on the What the Shuck podcast like 7 times. So,
Have you ever messed it up on the microphone? I've always wondered.
have I ever messed up?
Have you ever said what the fuck instead of what the shut?
I mean, I'm allowed to say fuck, so I'm on the radio. So what the fuck? But
so that's one thing I was worried about coming into this. I have a terrible mouth.
bro, you're allowed to say whatever you want.
My vocabulary is limited to 4-letter words.
Fuck.
And I'm like, going on the radio and shit, I'm always like, oh, don't fucking say shit, we're down.
No, we're on the radio.
Oh, man.
No.
Independent.
You let that shit fly, bro. We're on YouTube. All I gotta do is mark not for kids.
That's every song I've ever uploaded.
Yep. It's like, nope. No kids allowed.
It ain't for the church crowd. That's for sure.
Well, they had church here
I
earlier.
guess it was earlier, yeah, thanks to Tommy K. Which I'm pretty sure has a direct line to God. Right. He's in the fold.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
He might be the second coming, I'm just saying it's possible.
Honestly, the demographic of the What the Shuck podcast initially started pretty different than what it usually is. I was like, oh, what's up, my church friends? Versus like, what's up, my drunk brewery buddies?
What's up, you drunks?
Yeah. Well, no big deal. We have no discrimination on the demographic we're trying to get to. Everybody loves music, everybody loves beer, and everybody loves Cody Lee Meece. So let's hear one more song from you. Where can everybody find your music at?
It's on Amazon's and Spotify's and Apple's and YouTube's and probably on a bootleg cassette in somebody's trunk, who knows. But I do want to say we're about to release a full-length 10-song solo acoustic album. It's just me and a guitar, and it was all one take. I wanted it to be as raw and authentic and honest as possible. So Bruce, I didn't fluff it up none, which we'll find out if that was a mistake. But we're going to do another full band album later this year, so I thought, man, if we're going to do that, then while we've got a breath, let me try to put out this honest stuff. Because then, if nothing else, if it's bad, when we put out the full band album, they'll forget about it. So, you gotta try to do what you can. But just give us LG says I have to say this stuff, so this is LG's fault. Give us the likes and the follows and whatnots on the YouTubes or whatever, and the Facebooks. Whatever the kids are doing, Scott will be able to figure it out.
I don't think anyone's going to be complaining if
Scott's a tech wizard.
If you release 14 albums, if one of them is like in Japanese or Chinese, they'd be like, Cody Lee, let's go, baby. I appreciate you so much, man. This has been an incredible night. Once again, we are doing a raffle that will be going through the end of the week, the 23rd through the 25th, if I'm not mistaken. That's when Festival of the Red is. The fine folks at Holler Billy were gracious enough to give us 2 tickets. So it will be $5 for a raffle. Just give me your information and $5, and you'll be entered into a raffle that will give you 2 tickets to go hang out with Cody Lee Meece, Sydney Adams, all the people that are going to be on that lineup. Lots of people we've hung out with tonight, and Daniel will be there, Aaron will be there, the whole gang will be there. So it's just like, what are you doing? It's $5. If you don't get it, no big deal. The $5 goes to a nonprofit that helps tons of people across Eastern Kentucky, and we've done some pretty cool work in partnership with people like Cody and just a plethora of people. So hope you all are having a good night. Once again, shout out to Daniel. This guy's the man, and what he's doing here is just, it's such a conduit to the culture of the region, and so the platform is so important to what he does. So if you want to drink incredible craft beer and listen to awesome music, come hang out at Jar Fly here in Somerset. But Cody Lee Meece.
I'm gonna do a song I don't do this a lot anymore. One, because it's gotten harder and harder to get through as time goes on, and two, it's one of those ones I can't stand to play and somebody fucking talk through. It's made me pretty aggravated, so I've had to learn to pick when and where I can play it, and it ain't everywhere all the time, but I think right here might be a time, so. I wrote this about my grandma, and my grandparents raised me. When I was a kid, my parents they had other shit they were worried about doing, which was usually going to bars or dragging each other around the trailer. And so, thanks to Gary and Betty Meece for putting in their time and using up all their patience, I'm sure. Anyway, this is called Long Gone. Remember being a young boy when Mama and Daddy, they dropped me off the first place that I called home, the place where I learned to crawl. Sometimes they leave me there for a week or two, but I didn't mind, 'cause all I had to do was eat a bowl of pinto beans and play in the yard with the dogs. Mama grabbed the checkerboard, and for hours, Lord, we get lost. I guess I imagined she'd always be right by my side, but in order to live, Lord, I guess you gotta die. And it makes me sad, and it makes me alone. I don't know where I'm gonna hang my hat, and everybody keeps trying to tell me that home is where the heart is at. But my heart's long gone, and I'm never gonna get it back. I remember the funeral, I didn't know what to say. Just hung my head in my hands to pass the time away. When they rolled her out, Lord, I nearly hit my knees. Just looked to the sky, wondering why, and begging, please, now can't you bring her on back home? Me and Papa, Lord, was sick and tired of being alone. That Cadillac rolled away with something, left me feeling like a boy with nothing to lose, Lord. And it makes me sad, and it makes me lonely. I don't know where I'm gonna hang my hat, and everybody keeps trying to tell me that home is where the heart is at. But my heart's long gone and I'm never gonna get it back. I go back to that little trailer in the country. I hit the door and things, they just ain't the same. I wish that I knew what to tell Papa, what I could do to ease the pain. And I see him wipe his eyes in a bit of frustration, but I know exactly what's going on. The rest of his life ain't nothing but a waiting. The only love that he's ever known is gone. And it makes me sad, and it makes me lonely. I don't know where I'm gonna hang my hat, and everybody keeps trying to tell me that home is where the heart is at. But my heart's long gone and I'm never gonna get it back. I'm never gonna get it back. Yeah, it makes me sad and it makes me lonely. I don't know where I'm gonna hang my hat, or where I'm gonna hang my hat. And everybody keeps trying to tell me that home is where the heart is at. But my heart's long gone and I'm never gonna get it back. I'm never gonna get it back. I'm never gonna get it back. Lord, I'm never gonna get it back. Thank y'all so much. Thanks to Austin for letting me be a part of this. Thanks to Daniel for being a good brother and friend and having such a fine establishment where people of all ages can express themselves freely without judgment or persecution. Thanks to all you for living your lives. Just do me a favor when you leave here, wherever you go. 3 simple things. Put your shopping cart back, don't litter, and treat people good. Can you do that for me? Okay, I love you real big. See you next time.
What's up, everybody? I am Austin Shuck, the host of the Shuck podcast and also the president of Appalachian Pioneer Program. I am coming to you all from the Germantown Art Gallery in Germantown, Kentucky. They are a Airbnb Plus on Airbnb, so it is going to be an Airbnb that reaches all of the standards that you want from essentially the amenities you would get at a hotel, but that you'll have at home. And I had the chance to meet some people who have a property here, and we're working on a really cool thing that, so essentially, if you come here and you say hashtag Shuck in the Ville, you will be giving a 10% discount to stay at this property, and they're going to be donating 10% of their earnings quarterly to Appalachian Pioneer Program. So they'll be making an annual contribution at the end of each year to my nonprofit. We're really excited about that. Thank you all so much. I hope you all are having an absolutely great day, and I hope you kill it in 2023. Let's live the dream. Woo!